Welcome back everybody to another YouTube video from your boy Polish Beef Patty. So what we have here today is a different kind of video setup for you. Thought I'll just do a voice overlay over a video of mine training legs this past week. So we are in prep, we're about 11 weeks out, and this is my full leg day. I only have one leg day a week, so every single part of the leg gets hit on this one day a week. So starting off with calf raises, always focusing on progressive overload and getting heavier or adding more reps week on week. So this was a new week, new weight, and from there really focusing on the stretch at the bottom and then coming all the way up and even past that up point, and then did about 4 sets of those. Moving on to adductors. So with this machine, I've actually maxed out the entire machine. So I have a gym pin in there and a 10 kilo plate, just to try to push and get that progressive overload just as I need it. Really focusing on the stretch and then the contraction right at the end. So because I'm only doing this once a week, I focus on 3 sets here. So a warm-up set and then 2 hard heavy sets, followed by 1 back off set, which has kind of been my set strategy for all my workouts. Going for 1 to 2 really heavy sets, trying to progress that overload, and then doing a back off set from there. So like you can see, I have my hands on my hips. It's not to help me push the weight closer in, it's just where I feel comfortable. I don't really like using the handles on this machine, but I do hold my legs, and then when I do progressive overload and I can't get it to that last point, I then sometimes use my hand to push. From there, Onyx upgraded their machine system and got in some Prime machines, and this Prime seated hamstring curl is unbelievable. It's just so good. So choosing the middle and end range for the hamstring curl machine really allows me to focus on the squeeze at the bottom, making sure I go all the way, basically hit the weights at the top of the machine. And then yeah, so we got another 3 sets of these just to warm up the knees. 2 heavy sets, 1 back off set, and Matt helped me get in and out of that machine. From there, we move on to an extension, again to warm up the knees. This is just to really warm up to make sure that the joints are ready for the next movements, the heavy movements. So with my leg day, I go hamstring, quad, hamstring, quad, hamstring, quad, hamstring. I think that's the way it goes. Might have stuffed it up some way. But yeah, essentially I alternate between hamstrings and quads and then go from there. So with this leg extension, it's another 3 sets here. Again, just to warm up the knees, because from here we kind of move into 2 sets. So next hamstring exercise, we've got a laying hamstring curl. I was actually really happy with this because I maxed out this machine, which makes me feel good. And then that mat that you see there, that yoga mat, it's just to lift my hips just that little bit off the bottom pad, which allows for a greater stretch at the bottom, and then a nicer contraction at the top. It kind of takes my lower back out of it. I was getting lower back pain while doing these, and then I realized when adding the mat, it just helped me out in removing that lower back pain and getting more of a stretch at the bottom. Here I decided to throw in me putting on my knee sleeves. I've actually got the wrong size knee sleeves and I need to get new ones because these are, I think they're a medium and I need to go up in a size, so I need to get a large. So I thought I'll show you the struggle of me trying to get these on. And I'm an over the pants knee sleeve kind of guy. Can't be bothered putting them underneath my pants and struggling with it. So I just put them on over. It is what it is. I get sweat patches over the pants once I take them off, but I don't really care about that. I'm at the gym. I don't care how people see me at the gym. But yeah, these knee sleeves are going on because we're moving on to our heavy presses from here. So really need to keep that knee warm. The next exercise is a isolated single leg press. I only moved to this machine instead of the Cybax leg press because I was getting a lot, and I mean a lot of back pain from that Cybax leg press. So I switched to this machine, kind of takes my lower back out of it. And it's just really nice. It allows me to focus all on the leg And from here, we move to 2 sets. So one really heavy set and then one back off set. So I do right leg and then left leg on this, and I just really focus on pushing everything through the entire leg, not just the quad or not just the hamstring, it's the entire leg. So yeah, this machine, it is a bit hard to get into, but once you are in it, it is really good. And it allows you to really focus on just driving with that leg. Each kind of exercise, I'm going for a rep range in the heavy for about 10 to 12. And then for the back off set, I'm going from anywhere from 12 to 15. Just a bit of a rep change, and allows me to focus in that back off set to really focus on the muscle itself and what it's like at the movement, and making sure I perfect that movement so that next week I can progress up in weight if needed. So after the single leg press, we move on to like the biggest movement, I would say, of leg day, which is towards the end, and that's the pendulum squat. So we've kind of jumped between the belt squat, a hack squat, and then we've come back to the old trusty and faithful pendulum squat. I did go up this week, so it was a total weight of I think 75 or 80 kilos. And my legs are already fried by this point. I'm just trying to get by and get through the workout. It was heavy, it was hard, but that's what leg day should be, especially because I'm only doing one leg day per week. I'm trying to focus as much as I can on getting as much stimulus to the muscle for that one day a week, to really still keep my legs growing and not stagnant. I do want to emphasize my upper body, which is why I changed to only one day a week of legs. But I still need them to grow. I still want them to grow. So I'm pushing and trying as hard as I can to make that one session good enough. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm dead. I'm absolutely wrecked. I barely can walk, can barely stand. And yeah, little fist bump for approval from that. Moving from there to our last exercise, it's a landmine RDL. I actually stole this from my girlfriend. I saw her doing it and I was like, oh, I might give that a go. The only reason why is because it allows me to really focus on one leg at a time and take my lower back out of the movement. Basically, I was just getting lower back pain from a lot of the movements that I was doing. So I switched them out, and now I can actually train properly and train heavy, which is good. So this landmine RDL, that 1 foot is on its toes because I'm really focusing here on the right leg, making sure I get a nice deep stretch and a nice contraction at the top. My leg's dead, that's why I almost tripped just then. And then moving on to the left leg, just to do the same, exactly the same. With this, there is only one set of these landmine RDLs because there is so much hamstring work previously. I feel like I only need one, so I only do one set of these. By this point, my legs are cooked, my back is almost cooked, and yeah, it's just a nice way to end the workout. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and be ready for more videos to come. Thanks, beefers. Peace out, and catch you in the next one.